All right.
Alright.
Yep.
Hey guys.
That means I should actually put up that snake.
We're doing good. How's everyone doing out there? How many we got, Logan?
It's updating.
Okay. Right.
So I'd have to give you a little bit for that answer.
You have to give me one?
I just might need a little bit.
That'll take a while.
Oh.
I'm not getting it up here.
It's been up for 20 seconds. Are you guys seeing us?
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Yeah. So, pause it.
How's our sound?
Yeah, I'm just worried about that fan. That's all I'm worried about, but it's hot, so...
Is that fan too much? Hey, June. What? Okay, good. As long as the fan doesn't interfere, like Logan said, it's pretty damn hot in here.
I'm
Okay.
just getting our own, like,
Thanks, Mike.
keeping track.
How many we
Yeah.
got? 13? Okay. Logan's loading up all the snakes right now. We're gonna... Hi, Gina. Hearts are not met. Hello. Wow. Got all the regulars here. This is great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll stay on after a while. I don't know if we'll be able to stay on as long as the last couple of times, but we will stay on the Recaro chair. Yeah, he stole that from a Ferrari. Hi, Brian. Nothing going on. I just got home from work. I don't know what Logan's been up to.
Oh, I've had a busy day. So I recently cracked my phone. We need to scoot over just a touch. So I went and had to go get that fixed. And that was actually what put me up against the time for this. But
I like that new sub feature. That's great.
yeah. But yeah, my brother this morning, and the time that I was going to take to really set up everything here, actually totaled his car, so I went and picked him up and drove him home.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Did he tell you what happened?
Yeah, he rear-ended somebody.
It's what it kind of looked like. Maybe he did it.
Yeah. His brakes weren't in good condition, and it was one of those things where the freeway came to a sudden, stop.
Thank
and
you, Shannon. I did.
He went to stop, and rather than just hitting the person square, he tried to go away, or like kind of go around him, but hit his front quarter kind of just perfectly enough to bend his frame in and totaled his car.
It was the Optima he had, right? Kia Optima? Yeah.
Either that
it
or
is.
an Altima.
No, it was
No,
an
it's a Nissan
Optima.
Altima.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the start for his day. But yeah, he really crushed that right front.
Ron, pretty much anything could go with that and make pretty things. Banana works well with every single gene that you could find.
Take your pick. My advice to everyone is when they've got a snake and they don't exactly know what they want, enter that snake, the name of that snake into Morph Market, and just look at what everybody else does and pick out what you like. Do yourself a favor and put the most expensive snakes first, and you'll see all the crazy stuff you can't afford. But it'll give you some ideas. That's how we got a lot of our ideas, just seeing what everybody else does.
Hey, what's going on, Fernie? I see you're back for your second auction. The snake's sold yet? No, we just now went live. We're giving a few minutes for some people to come in. Getting you, just talking to you guys, kind of getting warmed up. And I need a drink already.
We got a Swedish visitor.
Wow.
How you doing? One of those evil people that practices democratic socialism. We won't go there, sorry. That was a joke, by the way.
Is there something that Brian said beforehand? He said, like a lightning pie, they're expensive.
Kinda cool.
Thank you. She must be watching. Or just listening.
I mean, if you live in California and you live close enough to us, sure, we'll even meet you part way. Pierre, we're doing great.
Just got a bag of 45 fuzzies for $20. So those mice are rats. But
Hayden,
either which way, it's great.
Hayden, New Jersey, yeah, that's a good price on anything. From Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Gina.
Oh yeah, what he was saying was refine your search. So what I do, like how he said banana pastel, I would put in banana pastel, but I would only look at things that had 3 or more genes, so 1 more gene than his snake.
There's that function where you can go 0 to 9 genes, so cut it down to 4 or 5, something like that. And also what I do is go in and change from for sale to all, so you're seeing everything that's been on there, which will give you more options. You don't want to do that if you're actually looking to buy a snake, but if you're just looking to see what mates up and what different snakes look like that's the best way to do it, I think.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, TJ?
TJ is one of our ardent supporters. I didn't see Chucky pop up, but I see Mike saying hi to him. Hey, Chucky.
Hey, what's going on, Jared? I read your email. I just haven't gotten back to responding today. Sorry. It was just kind of hectic day.
So we got Dylan, Brendolyn, Chucky, Mike, TJ.
What's going on,
Tyler.
Thomas?
Munzenberg. Yosemite. Good to have you on.
Yosemite?
Yeah, that's an old one from Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Okay.
Yosemite Sam, he called him Yosemite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sorry,
Never
old
mind.
cartoons.
Here, I'll do this while we're waiting for everybody to join in. We're currently at 66 people. At least that's as much as it's updated.
Two albinos, one pied, one albino pied. That's outrageous. It's okay, Ed. Yeah, anyone can watch, no problem. Yeah, those were when cartoons were really good. Of course, you realize that makes us both old. Yeah, I agree. I love Bugs Bunny and Tom and Jerry. The music in Tom and Jerry is just the best. Hey, Steven.
Hey, what's going on, Brian?
We'll check it out, Ron, and see if you got everything right. Cusco.
Cusco.
We got Mason A's here.
Mason's got a pair of snakes here. However, I do think if you were to get one this time, I think we're going to need another box.
Yeah. Have you guys been to Prehistoric Pets? Logan has. We haven't been to BHB. Maybe Cusco has.
Easy. No. Good one.
He's got to have this thing in my face. I can't see.
Look at him.
That's Pablo, right?
Nope.
Oh, that's Eddie?
I was going to do a pop quiz if it was Pablo
I
or
can
not.
only tell Eddie when he's flipped over. He has a lot more color than Pablo does.
Here, I'll show you. There you go.
Yeah,
That's Eddie.
that's Eddie.
He's got the
Fat
sides.
He's a fat ass. How many we got? You ready to start?
We're at 71. We can roll with the first one.
Mason says he's going to need a bigger box. We're going to need a bigger boat.
What was my first pet? Did I have anything early on that I don't remember?
You always had pets. You started with Kobe.
Yeah.
He had a huge dog that was a Kuvaz and Golden Retriever cross. Best dog in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Absolute best.
You got to tell him the story about the door, how he would get in.
Oh, I don't know if I can tell you. Had a big old dog that when we first got him, we got him when he was 6 years old from, he was a rescue. And he loved the family. We had, Logan wasn't around yet. We had 2 boys.
And no clown stuff tonight, Brian.
Yeah, just pied.
I mean, unless you want a leopard female that you can take to clown stuff.
Anyway, this big dog, he wanted to be with us so much. We were all sitting in the living room and we had the screen door closed.
he's
Oh, sorry, dude. Anyway, this dog would like take a nail and like move the screen, a toenail, and he would keep moving the screen a little bit, and after a little while he'd have a paw in. Why do you have me telling this story? He had a paw in, and then after a few minutes the whole damn dog was in, so we just gave up and we let him stay with us all the time. Hi, Calissa.
My first reptile was a Mexican black king snake. I went to a show looking for a banded California king, just the white and black, or I was actually going to get the chocolate California king.
Hold on. Egg rolls, we only ship to the U.S. right now, yes. Go ahead.
We can do Canada, though. It just takes a little bit of string pulling.
Yeah, and some money. Where's the expo on Sunday the 22nd?
I think it's a Pomona.
Is that Pomona?
But it was a Mexican black king snake, and unfortunately when I got him, he was a dwarf. He would eat, and eat.
Cindy
was
Parker?
Completely healthy and then just passed away.
Who's Cindy Parker?
I don't know.
That's your aunt.
I don't know. I don't know, good person.
Hey, Bill. You ready to start?
Yeah, I'm waiting on you. You got the snakes over there.
You're waiting on me, and I've been waiting on you. Okay.
Last time you asked, I said yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so here is our first snake. It is the final snake left from our first clutch this season. It is a little male spider, 100% het for albino, and he's got some really pretty sides here. So, I don't know how well, I know that it would translate well into a bumblebee, but you'll have that high yellow, and he's licking right there. That's weird.
So spider 100% het albino, male. We will start now.
How can you help someone that's afraid of snakes? Slowly. But then once they're willing to give it a chance, just give them the nicest thing that you have or that around. What I usually would do is have them sit down, just put a small snake in their hand, and then right when they got comfortable, I would take one of our big kind snakes and throw it over their shoulders. But the person has to be ready for it.
We're up to $30. Just to review, $5 increments on the bids, no jump over $40, except on the reserve snakes. This is not a reserve snake, so whatever it sells for, there's 40.
40 to Joey.
Earl's second at 35.
Morphixology says 721 Reptile Show in Billings, Montana.
Oh, I'd love to go.
Jay Green, 50. Fernie, 55. See, Fernie's getting used to this auction rather quick.
Just a reminder, shipping is $50 total, flat rate. Whatever will fit in a 9x12 box.
Do you have any amphibians? No, not currently, but I did used to have them. All the time. I'd have green trees or fire bellies. Yeah.
60 for Jay Green.
Oh my goodness. So the pairing to get this snake here was an albino spider paired to a het albino.
65 for Fernie.
So if you guys remember
hey,
this...
Drunk Monkey.
If you guys remember, this clutch was the one where we hit the odds straight in the middle. We got 3 spiders and 3 albinos.
What are you asking about, Gina? What's the best one to buy of what, the amphibians or? Well, did you?
That I wouldn't know.
Which one were you asking about?
No, she's not the amphibian.
Okay.
Hey, what's going on, John? John, I didn't realize until last night when I was editing that I didn't record a bit with you. We just did the bit for your channel. So you're going to have to drive all the way back over here so we can film.
Start the timer.
65 to Fernie.
For snakes, what's the best one? Pretty much my experience is ball pythons. So I would have to say ball pythons.
Up 75 to Joseph.
We're restarting the timer. Joseph's at 75. Was it Fernie at 65, I believe?
Fernie at 80. And yes, this would be a sibling to yours, Calissa. What was the biggest snake or animal you've ever gotten or had?
Hey, Javier.
For snakes, our biggest snake ever reached 2,800 grams, and that was a female right before she laid. She laid 10 eggs, but unfortunately only 2 were good, but they eventually went bad themselves. So we're at, is 80 the most recent one from Fernie?
Yes.
Let me go ahead and start that timer. Now I remember what I was doing. I was looking to see what thing. Oh, she wants to get one.
Thank you,
okay.
Brian.
Oh, so it's like your parents are afraid, or something like that. Then you can just keep it isolated. It can be a only you pet until they're comfortable with it. Just show them different videos of how nice they can be. There's plenty of videos like that, or even take them to an expo if you're planning on going. And if they're just willing to sit there and even just let one be in their hand, I'm resetting that timer for dragons and balls.
85. We've got 2 cheerleaders tonight. Brian is trying to whip them up, and now we've got John doing it too.
Really?
Yeah. Who's nuptializing? Did I miss something?
What?
Heather wants to hear about the nuptials.
Nuptials. Not sure.
Do you know what nuptials are?
No.
Getting married.
Oh. Okay.
Cheerleaders. Oh, you did.
All right.
Congratulations.
So there it is right there. I just now realized I didn't set up the speaker this time around, so sorry about that. But that one is sold at 85 to dragons and balls. Can we get your email, dragons, as well as Fernie? Can we get your email for second place, just in case anything happens with first place?
So it was 85 and 80?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Thank you very much.
He's just hanging out.
Cool snake. And he's out of here. I'm going to put him back.
Is that rabbit a pet or lunch? It's a pet. It's my little baby here. I had 1 rabbit. Nicole had 1 rabbit that in turn turned into 5 rabbits, and then we sold all the babies, and then we attempted to do it again and just got 1 huge baby, which I just absolutely fell in love with. Okay. But Skills is like supposed to moderate this auction. He can if he wants. What app/program am I doing the auctions on? To live stream, I use open broadcast software. It's really quite easy to use. You just go layer by layer. So right where you see our camera, or the background, I just laid this picture that I made of this entire layout, and then I just pasted our camera on top of it in the little box that I made, and I put the picture on there. So it's super easy.
Email.
Thank you, Fernie.
Okay, next one up is a little Yellowbelly female.
We're still waiting on dragons.
Okay. We need 1 more email and we'll get going, but this is a Yellowbelly female. She's just under 200 grams.
Ugh.
Good girl, no problems.
Peter, I started getting reptiles, I want to say it was my junior year of high school. That was when I got the Mexican Black King, but before then, we lived on horse property, or rather I did. He didn't. It was at my mom's house.
Well, I did for a while.
And there was rattlesnakes all around, so there was gopher and king snakes all over the place that would just eat them. So.
Hey, Retro Assassin.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to start the actual timer here just for getting the email from this guy, and if not, it's going to end up going to Fernie.
Me, reptiles as a kid, no. I used to catch lizards and horny toads, whatever, the horned lizards, but that was the extent of it. I never kept any. I had the usual cows and goats.
Hey, Joseph Ladd, can I get your
chickens.
email just for second place? Or sorry, for third place, I should say? Okay, there we go. We got the email. Thank you, Dragons.
Thank you very much.
Oh, were you having a hard time getting it through the link blocker? I'm sorry about that. So yeah, now we are going to start with the next one here. This is a female Yellowbelly. Yellowbelly, as of recent, has been found to create some really cool things. So here, I'm going to leave Eddie in my position here.
Kyla, birthday was great. You guys helped out with that too. It was a fun weekend. I enjoyed it.
You just like the scooters.
I love the scooters. 55. The first one who had 55 on my screen is Jay Green. He all breeds Super Cinnamon or Super Black Pastel. We have a Super Cinnamon. We've bred Super Black Pastel. So, not a good subject.
So I know she's getting really muted by the
Thanks,
light.
Mason. I appreciate it.
But if you want to create
Calissa.
some cool stuff like this highway here, there's so much definition to her pattern too that's getting blocked out by this light that I can't seem to. There you go. There's a little bit better. This is literally 2 genes, Yellowbelly and Gravel. So if you
John
guys are
said
looking
75.
to create some cool stuff like that, this girl is a huge piece. And trust me, it's way easier to get a female Yellowbelly than a female Gravel.
Oh, I misunderstood. That's your whole name, Peter.
Peter, how are you so good at fishing?
Yeah. What was our first clutch? A
It was
spider,
a spider.
xanthic times a xanthic het albino.
Mm-hmm.
And our very first baby went to Stickney, David Stickney.
Which is also known as python jesters.
Mm-hmm. Kyle, I'm glad. Definitely wanted.
Oh, Joseph, I got it.
Yeah, I agree, Kyle. I want to do it.
I want to go there just for the reason being the scooters. But you guys didn't go down the next day, but apparently they put up signs because they didn't enjoy what we were doing.
Sherry, we should have some more blue-eyed leucistics coming. So when you see that we're going to have them, just let us know again. We will definitely talk to you about it. 6-year-old really wants one of your shirts. Teesprings. We're on Teesprings.
Oh, Shannon Grime at 80. Resetting the timer. Are you guys going to Tinley in October? We want to. We'll have to see how the season goes.
We're looking for supporters, sponsors.
Like no scooters around, like in the, what was it, like in the terrace, or it had a really specific name.
Yeah. Oh, you weren't there the second day they did.
All right, we have 15 seconds left on the timer with the high bid at $80 going to Shannon. Where's Tinley at? Chicago, Illinois. Or I guess I should say Tinley Park, Illinois.
Yeah.
All right, 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is sold to Shannon at 80.
Who's second?
Second is
Melissa?
John Feely.
Oh, John at 75.
Are you still up at your...
Hi, Trina. We've had 2 snakes so far, Trina. Hi, Adam.
John, are you still with your family, or are you back in Texas right now? Thank you, Shannon, for getting on that email quickly. Can I... Oh, no, we got yours, Feely. We're cool. However, I did put an H in your name. I need to fix that.
Let's skip this next snake.
Why?
We don't want to sell a pied tonight, do we?
I don't know.
I don't think anyone will be interested in a pied.
Nah. I think they'd rather have a bunny.
Yeah. Don't start. You know they're going to start bidding on him. Yeah, no problem. It just took me a while to figure it out. I'm a little slow. Are you going to run on me again?
Alright, so here is the next snake. It is a low white pied, but as you guys can see, she is completely blushed out. And she is gorgeous. So, I'm going to let this bidding run up while I put this guy back. You're spoiled.
We're at 175.
Oh,
it is a reserve snake, yep. So that is a legal bid.
So, Exquisite at 175. There is a reserve.
This is a reserve.
Hey.
Yeah. We've got 200 from Calissa. She just beat Jay's balls. 225 for Exquisite. Yeah, Calissa wants her pied girl. We've got 230 from Calissa. This thing is crazy. Sorry. I can't even get his cursor over. Oh, I see. He's got the screens backwards. Okay. Got it. Sorry about that. So $250 for Calissa. $255 for JB. $260 for Exquisite. $265 for John Feely. $275 for Calissa. I don't know why you're so squirmy. Here, just try and sleep. Calissa at $275 and Sarah's at $265. Oh, I'm sorry, John's at $265.
Feely?
Yeah, Calissa's at $275. $280 for John. $285 for Calissa. Here we go. It's going to be just like the Super Mojave last year.
Oh, we can only hope. Pablo. Oh, they're picking teams. They're picking teams.
$285 for Calissa right now.
You got to do it for the fans.
Did we say the reserve has been met? So whoever bids the highest gets this girl. Is he freaking out?
Stack. What was the highest paid you ever done in an auction? It was the Pastel Super Mojave that went for $800. Yeah.
Do we have? You want to start it?
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on that. 280.
Corca, not
Before the 290 Exquisite. There we go. Now there's a battle.
You got a three-way.
He really wants this one, and he's having some issues on the internet.
Look at that yellow.
Yeah.
She's a pretty girl. And just stay just like that. $300 for Calissa. We forgot to mention this girl's a little bigger. She weighs 240. So she's already got a good start on her. There's that yellow I was talking about.
So I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on that 300.
$305 for John.
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and restart that timer. See, Exquisites is going to have a pied going his way pretty soon anyways.
That's true.
Yeah. He's got the black pastel pied. Hey, what's going on, Sergio? Is she a good eater? Yeah, everything I've gotten from our good buddy Ken at OC Balls eats well on frozen and live. He starts them off on live for a few meals and then he switches them over to frozen.
Hold on. This is a visual pied. No other genes, just pied. Oh, you're asking about something else there. No problem.
Oh, I missed the 310 bid by Calissa. My bad there. Calissa at 310. Last I knew it was John Feely.
Yeah, me too.
This is actually the dad. When I went out and came back, I swapped him out. So you can see where he gets it from.
Thank you, Sergio. He's pimping for likes.
Spider Mystic to a Mojave and a Yellowbelly. I'm working on producing one.
What's our rarest snake? We have 13 seconds left. We've had pandas. They didn't survive, but we've had pandas. Thanks, Stephen.
Alright.
Will we be at the Westchester, or you mean everyone in general? We won't be there.
Alright, and that is sold.
Calissa?
Calissa at 310, with second being John Feely at 305. Oh, caps lock's on.
By the way, this is a mini Rex.
Yeah.
The other one is a mix.
Yeah. Eddie is a mixture. The mother is Polish, and then the dad's mini Rex. So he got that Polish size, and he also has the eyes, the kind of like bug eyes of the Polish, while on the head of the mini Rex. Eddie's cute. He's a cute man. Let me get that down to the bottom.
Look at the difference between the last snake and this snake.
The size?
No, not the size. This one just sits there.
Yeah.
This is my favorite of the auction.
So
The
this one
leopard spider.
has the famous Diego gene.
It's a leopard spider that is possible fire vanilla. We really can't say for sure it's there. It looks like there's other genes, but I really can't tell.
And when we say fire/vanilla, it's not both. It's one or the other because
Because it can't be both with this.
John
kind.
Feely 100.
This is a reserve snake, so you can jump it if you want. 130 for Jay's balls. This is a reserve, yes. Do you ever not want to sell a snake and regret it? I have a couple of times. Logan feels that way about every snake.
I love all the snakes in here. Close to 160. Brandolin 175. I think I pronounce your name differently every auction. I just gotta start calling you Lindsay.
Oops. Brendolin 200. 210 for John.
See, John doesn't have to pay shipping. That's his advantage. He already has snakes here. And then Calissa also doesn't have to pay shipping. However, she is pretty close to filling up a box. Any wobble, Dad doesn't show any, and she hasn't shown anything yet. Not even in feeding.
Here, let's try her
250,
out.
Mandolin.
Nope.
See? Just goes right back. I've only ever caught the dad wobbling once, and that was... It's a typical spider thing, but even if they don't have a bad wobble, I came into... yes, reserve was just met.
Sorry about that. We're new to this game.
But, you come in and the dad was bent, like he was just looking at the top of the ceiling, like it was weird. It wasn't like he was upside down, it was just he was corked, like this. But this is a pretty little girl, and one thing I said in the video that we haven't mentioned yet is this girl won't be shipped out right away. She has 2 more meals to go. Yeah, she has already put down a couple. Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on that 250 bid.
Timer started. We're at 250.
What's the farthest you've ever went to get a snake? Does Tinley count?
2,000 miles.
Oh, 255, Calissa. Restarted that timer. The one thing that I found is that
260.
where a lot of people don't like... oh, Trey Beck.
Hi, Trey.
She just beat you. But one thing I found is that spiders, whereas
for John.
a lot of people want to actually, go out after the gene for the wobble, they're great handlers because they're so busy, figuring out what's going on that they don't attack anything.
270 for Calissa. 275 for Brendolin. For Lindsay, we'll make it easy.
Lindsay.
That's true. If they do have a bad wobble, you don't have to worry about them attacking you. They can hit you if they wanted to. 280 for Trey. Ooh.
I'm driving so I can participate by wanting to hang with you all. It's okay, I don't need to pick another person up after totaling their car today.
I'm assuming that's Ed. How you doing, Ed?
Yeah, we got some pretty nice ones in this one, so it's kind of expected a little bit.
285 Lindsay. For Lindsay.
Don't YouTube and drive. My spider tries to get me every time I clean her tub. We only have one that strikes like that, and she's usually a one and done. She's like, she goes and strikes, and then she's just, okay.
Hi, Ben.
We're cool now.
This is a leopard spider that's possible for fire vanilla. It's a little girl.
Oh, good bunny. So whereas Eddie likes to be up on my shoulder or, cradled, Pablo's just a lap bunny.
5 seconds. Oops, redo it. 290 for dragons and balls.
Dragons balls.
And this is another person who won't have to pay shipping on this snake.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kentucky.
You should do auctions on lizards. We have geckos.
Kentuckiana.
It's just we don't have that much production of too many different types of animals.
Hi, so, Reagan. Yeah. Happy birthday.
And one thing we're actually going to do is we're actually going to interject one of the leopard geckos into this because it's actually a higher end gecko. So we're going to put it in there. Alright, we got 5 seconds with Dragon and Balls at 290.
Everyone say happy birthday to Reagan.
1. Alright, sold at 290. Oh! Do we count that? That was close. Chat poll. Chat poll. Yes or no? Yes or no? Oh, you just said the happy birthday thing. We're flooded. Yes or no?
Let's sell it.
She got it? She got it?
That counts.
Nicole says she counts.
Okay. Keep it going.
Alright, I'm going to reset the timer.
Sorry about that.
Sorry to do that to you, Dragon. What we're trying to be understanding of is the lag on your guys' end.
So Dragon's at 300.
Because whereas you're seeing us, we're actually filming, about 15 to 20 seconds ahead of you. So yeah, Dragon is at 300.
It makes it a little tough. He is a cute bunny. A super giant.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright. And sold. After it beeps, I count to 5, that's why.
So it's 300 for Dragons and Balls. And who was second? Brendolyn?
Kyler, are you talking about the bunny? This is my baby.
Logan, who was second?
Oh, second was Lindsay.
Yeah.
Can I get your email, Lindsay? This is the dad of the baby rabbit, but the baby is actually bigger than the dad. Auction off the bunny. I think you would have to fight Nicole, if you want this bunny, because this is Nicole's baby, right here, and then Eddie's my baby.
Kyla will take good care of him.
All right, I'm going to go put him back, but then we're going to auction off a gecko first.
Oh, before we do this one?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Just because he's a little higher.
It's a little higher? Yeah. Sorry about that. This is really good visual right now. Okay, we've got 2 geckos today. And don't ask me what they're all just leopard geckos to me. So I guess Newt is first. Hey, buddy. Can I pick you up, huh? You're all right. You're okay.
Nicole has Rick and Morty playing in the background, and every time I walk in there, she switches over to it, so she's pretending that she's not watching us. So this is a little new.
What does it matter if she's watching us or not?
I don't know.
And what's really amazing, I'm watching this now, is he is really orange, but on screen he looks yellow.
Oh, yeah, that's the issue that we're having with it. He is a deep orange, kind of like on his tail there. Yeah. He is Super Hypo Tangerine Emerine Cross, which gives you that really deep orange, and he's 100% Het for Tremper Albino. We're going to be doing the Het Hypo right after this one. We're just trying new things out because we're trying to get some more gecko stuff going on here.
The Het Hypo will come up. So where he's looking.
Oh, this guy's personality is everything. If he doesn't sell for his reserve here, he is actually going to be getting his own tank, and he is going to be my pet because, like I said, he's got a name, and he's just my little buddy. This is a little Newt.
50 for Jeff Harmon.
Yeah.
And I mean, seriously, where he's yellow, he's actually orange. And where he has the yellow stripes, it's actually a light brown.
Alright. So if he doesn't go for the reserve, we're still going to be taking your emails, and then we're going to email the top person and ask them if they would like to just buy it for the reserve price. And that's just how we go about it. We still have one snake left, Jeffrey. Yeah.
Oh,
You may not have to go too far for that, Calissa.
He's got enough pets. There's 55 for Drunk Monkey. Is he a giant or normal?
We can't tell yet with giants. The dad was a giant. The mom was a normal size. So it's 50.
She says
Nicole says giant. She's the actual breeder for him. So
Sarah Frank.
You said he's
60.
giant?
With his weight, he's a giant.
He's a giant. Okay.
Drunk Monkey 65.
Daughter's getting the second
he's
one.
Really big. Okay.
He's really big.
I vote everyone.
Thank you for the
No,
for the new sub, Zach.
He has enough stuff here. He doesn't need to keep it.
Yeah, we already have Nicole's one gecko here that we bought that ended up having MBD here. And then we have my 2 red-eyed crocodile skinks. It's just, I don't need a pet, but, you know, this guy just has so much personality. And he was our first produced. Septic Guy, you can message us on Instagram, Facebook, or you can just email us at the emails down below. And then
Everything's in the description, but we do not have a website. We never have enough snakes to have a website.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start that timer. We haven't reached the reserve yet on this little guy, but I will be asking you guys if 70 J Wilson. I'm going to go ahead and restart that. And the other one, that is, if you guys have watched the video, whereas the two... Oh.
Did I do that?
I did that. Whereas he is a little bit bigger. It is the same pairing. It's just the other one is a little bit younger, so it hasn't gone through its like pattern change yet. So it's still in the process of losing all of its dots on its back. And we have 10 seconds with Drunk Monkey at 75.
Okay. Are we at reserve yet?
No, we are not.
What did you set it at?
What?
What do you have it at, Ron?
What?
What do you
The
have
reserve?
It at? Yes. Okay. That's fine.
We brought
Yeah.
in the boss.
All right. Checking.
Are you on the timer?
All right. So, we did not hit the reserve, but I will be emailing you, Drunk Monkey.
We'll talk.
Oh, Peter, we don't have a website, but you can reach us on Instagram, Facebook,
Woohoo!
and all that.
Free shipping.
Is 75 okay, Nicole?
You're the one that's in love with it. Is
Aw.
75 okay?
It's going to you. It's your animal.
You're the one that fell in love with it. That's your call.
You know, I know who it's going to. I'm okay with 75 to Drunk Monkey. This is his daughter bidding.
Do
His
it.
daughter's saving up her allowance to bid for snake or for geckos. She's going after the
Who was
geckos.
second?
Kyla wants to see you. Kyla is Steven's girl. No,
Hi!
come here.
No.
Have you
Come
never
on.
seen her, Kyla?
She's grinning from ear to ear.
That's so cool. I'm
Yeah.
glad you decided to
Little
let it
Newt,
go.
Little Newt has such a personality because, like I said, first baby, so he has been held about 24/7. Yeah, he's awesome.
Who was second?
We have coral glow ball pythons. Yes, in the sense that we call them bananas, but it's the same gene.
Yeah.
At least
Who was
That's what
second
we think.
at 70? I can't look back. You can.
was Jay Wilson. Jay Wilson, can we get your email, please?
I don't think we're going to have a problem with Drunk Monkey, but
Yeah, just
just
we
to
have
be
you on.
consistent.
Yeah.
She was in the car at the Barcheck meet and greet. Okay.
Who?
Oh, Kyla was talking about Nicole.
Yeah.
Okay, little boy.
Remember, Kyla's gonna go out there and try and
Jesus.
get her to come out.
I thought the other one was fast.
No. No. This one's fast.
Do you need help, John?
This one here is still in a little bit of the running stage because it's smaller.
You tell her, Reagan.
There's 2 geckos.
We got another one.
So this is 2 different bloodlines. It all depends on who you talk to, because people have put them together and made supers. So, you know, maybe one's a little bit more line bred for the other, but not as far as I've been concerned. They all kind of look the same.
I can't turn that way.
All right, so this one here is an even deeper orange, and as you're going to notice, it does have spots on his back. So we're calling. Oh, wrong one. The little spottage on its back up in the top there, up by my knuckle, is on the way of going away. So it's going to probably end up being a super hypo, but we can't, guarantee it because it hasn't happened yet. But yes, I'll take that, even though you drank from it.
Come on.
Get you mouth.
Go into my right hand.
You backwash.
I what?
You backwash.
Hmm.
These guys are feeding on mealworms.
Okay, this is at a reserve also. We getting any bids on this yet? 10 from
Nope.
Jared.
Yeah. Yes, male as well. Yeah, this is a TSM, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep. Nicole says yes. So this one is not a baldy the same way that Lil Newt is. This one's showing a little bit more emerine, which means rather than leaning towards yellow, it's going to lean towards that deep orange. Jay's Balls is at 45. This is the same pairing that produced Lil Newt. But he is just not of size yet, so he's still going through that whole change of color and pattern, right? Would it just be pattern change?
Mm-hmm. Emerine is green.
Sarah beat you, Gustavo. And then Jay's now at 60.
60 for Jay's Balls.
Yeah, this one's just a wee little baby. It has its birth date on there, doesn't it?
It should.
Can you grab that top again?
If it's not, it should be the first weight.
Yeah, we're almost over, Haley and Tim.
This one was born on June 8th. And its last weigh-in was a week ago at 9 grams, so it should be, what would you say, around 12 right now?
Dr. Dr.
Well, how
Thickle
fast
or
is it going?
Thickle, we have them every Tuesday at 5:30
Okay.
Pacific time.
So this one also has a 50% possibility of being a giant, but it did hatch out at just under 4 grams. So it's a pretty decent size there.
That's a great shot. There we go.
All right, here, let me go and actually get on. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the timer on that Jay's Balls at 60. There's still one more snake, yes. Yes, Jared, I've just been swamped all day. My brother got in a car accident, so that kind of took away all my free time. So I went and drove 45 minutes to drive him an hour back to his house, and then 45 minutes back to my house. He's jumping.
And again, just like the other one, this thing is so orange and it doesn't show on camera.
Yeah, that's why we try to do the pictures. Oh yeah, there's a table, like, literally right
3,
here. I'm laying my hand on
2,
it.
1.
Alright. And that is sold for 60 to Jay's Balls. So it's going to be Jay's Balls and one gecko now.
So that was, we met reserve or we didn't have a reserve. And
Come on, I want a fingertip in the camera.
who was the second place person?
That'd be Sarah Franks at 50. In which case, Sarah, I do have your email from that email that you sent earlier. In which case, I'll tell them right now. Sarah said happy birthday.
Thank you, Sarah.
$60, and then Sarah Franks is her.
Yeah, his brother's okay.
Oh yeah, he just his wrist is a little swollen, but he got checked it out, so he didn't break anything. It's just just from impact of the air peg.
Jay, second place is unnecessary.
Yeah, it did a surprising amount of damage for being, at like, he said around 20, 25 miles per hour. And that was what he was going before he slammed on the brakes, so. He said he just kind of looked at his passenger when talking just at the wrong time.
Okay, second time around for this little Het Hypo girl. 100% Het Hypo.
And the last time we auctioned her off, she was in shed, and now she is
in
in
her
form.
full glory.
So this picture here is actually, it's bad. Here, let me put in a new one. That picture is her in shed. Let me get you guys the fresh one.
Who for?
I'm pretty sure that was you.
Me?
Yeah.
Why are you saying it was me?
It wasn't me. And I would have heard hers.
Yeah. I
Or
laugh.
maybe a snake is musking.
No, it's just you.
Okay.
Jay Green at 60. Jeff Harmon, 65.
This is a Het Hypo. 100% Het Hypo. Thanks, Jared.
Earl, this is the final snake. This is a
Whoops.
female Het Hypo. 100% Het.
70 for
So
John.
Hypo, Ghost, Orange Ghost, whatever you want to call
70
it.
for John Feely. Beat you, Calissa. Which video Kyla said?
I forget which video.
75 for Jay Green.
Which video were we talking about?
Finish ball, that's not a legal bid. We can only go up 40 at a time, so if you want to make it 115, go ahead and put it down now.
Nicole Shy, yeah.
Okay, finish ball is the leader at 115.
Second is Sarah Franks at 80. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the timer. If you guys want to bid for second place, go ahead and do that as well. Like if you want to, John Feely, 120.
You just want to win one tonight,
Yeah.
don't you, John? Let me have something.
I don't know. Jay Green, 125. Just barely beat you. Finish. 130. People's champion, John Feely. For whoever wins an auction, how do you take payment, or what's the conditions? John Feely,
135 for John.
It can either be a 50% down payment, and then 2 weeks later, it needs to be 25% the next week, and then 25% the next week, and or you can just pay it in full. Shipping is a flat rate of
Finish
$50.
ball. The bids have to be in increments of 1 or of 5. So it'd be 135 or 140. Take your pick. Or
The
it has
John
to go
Feely got
140.
Look at the white in the saddles. Yeah, very, very pretty.
Oh, she's a pretty girl. That's
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I didn't reset the timer, so you guys were sitting here listening to beeping. I'm sorry.
Okay. We have John Feely at 135. Finish ball, that 137 wasn't a legal bid. It has to be in $5 increments. So you'll have to go 140 or higher.
Jays, I like to ship when it's less than 90. And that's at your end. If the middle, I look more towards the lower, the lows for the other days.
Yeah, no problem. It
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, we'll hold it as long as you need, Jays. It's fine.
But you can
right,
still bid if you want.
5 seconds.
But you only have 5 seconds.
Oh, PayPal. My bad.
Oh, sorry. I understand.
All right. Sold to John.
You got one, John?
135.
Tell Alicia you bought one. That was 135.
I keep putting an H in his name.
And 130 was finish ball.
Was it finish at that point?
To double check for me.
135. 130 was finish.
Okay. I'm gonna put this girl away.
Finish. Can we get your email, please? You know, I should have brought all the auction snakes down and had her take pictures of them because she just got the new camera, the Canon Rebel T6i.
Who?
John's wife, and she takes just great stills.
Oh, well, she'll have to teach us.
Yes.
Thank you for the bids, everybody. We appreciate it.
Sorry if you guys have been
Finish
getting
Ball, thank you for coming in
pain.
and bidding. We really appreciate it. Hey, Austin.
Oh, there was oh, there it is. I didn't realize Adam was in here. How did I miss that?
Adam?
Yeah, Adam.
He was in early.
Yeah.
When,
How did I miss it?
When people were chatting in the beginning. Well, you were a little busy at the time.
Was I getting the bunnies?
No, it was before that. It was early on when you were setting up.
All right, so now we have reached the point of the auction where it's a little bit more of a Q&A. It's just kind of a hangout where we shoot for 30 minutes. It always ends up being, an hour and a half. PayPal address is here. Actually, you gave me your email. I'll send the invoice to you because that way I can add footnotes in it.
Yeah.
And it makes taxes a lot easier. I came for the pie, leaving with the gecko.
Reagan said she just got an albino corn snake for her birthday.
Hey!
Congratulations, honey.
Now it doesn't want to leave.
Trey, thank you very much.
Yeah, I like some.
I would have been happier just to ignore the whole
The
thing.
only thing it likes more than you is its coconut.
Oh no, he could
Which
never
I'm going to
match
ship with
that
it
highway.
because it's in love with it.
So you're buying me new coconut.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry about missing the barbecue. That was the weirdest thing that happened. I don't know if you guys got the story.
No, that video is going to be going up shortly.
Oh, okay,
But you can talk about it.
When we went down to San Diego for the Reptiles show, the key broke off of the fob for my car and broke off in the ignition. So we were there at the show at like 10 o'clock at night with the key broken off, and we're 100 miles from home. So that was a real fun time. So we missed your barbecue. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, is Euphoric still here?
Euphoric? Yes. He saw Nicole. Hold on, don't go anywhere, Euphoric. What did I just miss? There was something I was going to respond to.
He ran over my toe.
Well, you should say something.
I didn't know you were going. There you go, Euphoric.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, wanting to see the baby?
Yep.
Looking good. You said exquisite earlier instead of euphoric.
Did I say exquisite? God,
Yeah, you
I'm
did.
Sorry.
And I was going to call you out on it, but I wasn't sure.
My bad.
Calissa's just outside of Austin. Somebody called you a Yeti, Nicole. Come over and kick their butt.
They said you're as rare as he is.
Sarah, thanks a lot.
Here, let me see
Oh, well.
if this guy shed yet. No?
Better than Sasquatch, yeah, that's true. What age do you start breeding your female geckos at?
9 months?
They can start breeding at 9 months or 45 grams, but it really depends on the gecko.
Depends on the gecko, but 9 months or 45 grams.
I wait till they get like little goobies. They get little fat sacks under their arms,
Oh,
Also,
and that's how you know they have enough.
she says she waits till they get boobs.
goobies. It's a
Oh, goobies, excuse me. I thought
It's a
she
very
said
specific
boobies.
term that we made up.
All right.
Alright, guys. So here I'm holding 2 snakes in my hand that will be front runners for auctions to come.
Are you pimping the next auction?
I want you guys to select which you would rather have. Right there is an onyx female at 300 grams. And right here is another low white pied. This one is at 250 grams.
So who do you want in the next auction?
Pied or onyx?
What's the difference between fire and flame? Well, they're in the... Is Flame the one that's in... No. Is Flame in the Yellowbelly family?
I don't know.
I think Flame is in the same
Drug
allele
monkey
as
says both.
Yellowbelly.
All right. So I'm seeing
Both.
next auction. Yes.
Did you see Calissa?
Yeah, she says to PM her.
Yeah.
Onyx is awesome. It's got one of my favorite morphs in it, and that is Black Pastel, and it is Het Red Xanthic.
Yeah, Black
It's
Pastel
a
and HRA.
2-gener.
Yeah.
So you guys may also know Het Red Xanthic as Green Pastel.
So green pastel, black pastel. Or a single or a visual pied.
Another little white one. You can see she's got the white tail. And I will bully for the Onyx too.
That's cool. Well, Calissa, as long as you buy females, I'll be happy. No more boys for a while. Yeah, this is a pretty girl. We got one more higher ticket snake to come. We'll hold that for next time.
Alright, so we have something a little bit exciting that happened gecko-wise that hasn't made it to a video, but coming soon. We had a hidden gene in our geckos. What you're looking at here is a whiteout fat tail. We thought we had two normals, and it turns out
That's so
one was a
cool.
low expression whiteout and put out this high expression whiteout.
You know what? I think the dad's a
Really? Which one?
And now we're trying to prove out
Okay, yeah.
the dad,
Wow.
because neither of them look like typical normals,
You're
but
just killing it with
it's
geckos.
just but yeah, they both look very abnormal for normals, and it turns out because one's white out, but we're trying to figure out if the other one's carrying something special. So we're going to be breeding this one back to the parents, and seeing what we get out of it, seeing if it's something recessive, because it doesn't look like anything that we see on the market, but
Carmen?
it is very much not normal.
They will be selling fat tails. You just have to get the babies up to size first. They're begging for your fat tails here.
This is our holdback. She's taking it home. Yeah,
She has some. We'll put them in the next auction. How's that?
we have some. Are they adult or subadult?
Hey, Mike.
We have two subadult
Hey.
male and female.
Yeah, we have two subadult male and female fat tail stripes. They look really cool.
That was the one I wanted to answer. Mason is asking when we'll be able to ship.
Oh, it's hot in the middle now, so now that it's actually kind of cooling down here, it's hot in Memphis.
Read this one.
Your mom says hi, making dinner, and she misses your face. Well, she's
Reagan,
crazy.
say hi to your mom. Hi, Michelle.
You haven't been around YouTube very long. That's an old meme.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I
Okay.
love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Carmen wants some fatties.
So do I.
Yeah, that's what Nicole's turning her investment, her investment eyes towards is the fat tails, and just kind of got me hooked on them
What
too.
did
We
Trina
bought one
say?
the other day. What did Trina say? Let me see. That's cool. What do you mean?
I don't know. Calissa went Trina with a bunch of exclamations. Oh, there's hi, Calissa. Okay. Just said hi.
Oh, my brother loves the gecko. Great. Nicole was wondering. That was one thing that she was killing me about because I didn't ask you right away was how was Smurf, but then you told me later, so it was cool. But yeah, we missed the little guy. That was actually the first gecko we sold, so that was the first little heartbreak there. But it's glad to know that your brother is loving him, and Smurf is well taken care of.
I don't think you saw it.
Fly wouldn't leave my face. What are you said for shipping? You look at the middle location. I actually look up the actual. I don't follow the what the shipment place gives me. However, the shipment place does control my insurance, so I do look at that for that purpose. But then I actually go in and get the actual information for that time that it's going to be there.
Dragons and balls.
so
Thank
when
you
you-
for coming in. We appreciate you you bidding here. And that you did win one too. Thank you very much.
Shipping is exactly the same as geckos as it is ball pythons. It just takes a lot longer to fill up a box. Oh wait, no, because they're in deli cups. I take that back. We could probably fit 3 to one of those little boxes, right? If we were to stack the deli cups.
Probably. Yeah, you probably can fit actually less.
Yeah, who knows? All good finish.
I didn't notice anything wrong. You did great.
What was the reason we named him Smurf? Was it just because he was so tiny?
Yeah, it was Smurf, just Smurf it back to Smurf.
Yeah, it was. We got Smurf like what seemed to be like right out of the egg.
Hey George, you missed it.
Yeah.
We're all done with selling. Did you see this?
Oh. Yeah.
Full time.
Yeah. I'm not sure when shipping in Texas is going to happen. It's hot. I know I've been looking for temps, and it's just rough. And the weather for our side here is, the weather isn't following the forecast at all. It's kind of a day-to-day. It's really weird. But right now it's like hot and sticky, so you can't even like sit in the shade to cool off. All right, we'll see you, Lindsay.
Bye. Thank you very much.
Okay. Well, you guys just tell me when it's best to ship them to Kansas City, and I'll take a day off work to receive them. Sounds good. I'll email you, and we can get all the details sorted out, and then I'll, and then I'll just keep you up to date. Sorry, my brain's broken.
Yeah, it was 115 last Friday. This is much better today. What did we get up to? Like 95 here today? Feels a lot better. Was it 103?
Something like that, but I'm not digging this humidity that's been rolling in, because now I can't even like sit in the shade and hide from it.
There are people here from southeast Texas
Oh yeah,
and Louisiana. You may not want to talk about
well they can
humidity.
move here.
Yeah. Our humidity when it's high is like 30%. Logan thinks it's humid here.
This is a business. I guess you could say it's family business because it's both of us running it.
So as far as I know, we're family.
Yeah.
I mean, we could do a DNA test and find out for sure. What all did we sell today? We sold a Spider Het Albino male. We sold a Yellowbelly female, a Leopard Spider female that's possible fire or vanilla. We sold a Pied female, a Het Hypo female, and a couple of leopard geckos.
Trina, I'd have to go back and figure out which snake that you are actually. I'm trying to think that you were the uncle for, I guess, aunt for.
Yeah, see, 60 to 70%.
Thank you, Damien. If you want to send us an email with pictures or anything like that, and then then we can give you a shout out to whatever your social media is, just for an update.
With a lit ball python.
It's awesome.
Huh?
It just means that it's awesome.
Oh, I figured it was on fire. Yeah, 70
Yeah,
80%.
121 degrees. Wow.
Hottest I ever experienced was 124.
Yeah. I remember going through all the different temperature areas because when we left the San Diego show on Sunday, we went to Prehistoric Pets because we thought that there was going to be a party for their anniversary. There wasn't. I think they were just getting together like afterwards. But we took the top off my car just because the actual roof section comes off, and that was kind of a mistake for part of it. It felt really nice when you were driving, but when traffic would hit, it was too hot. So the pie dang, I would have gone far. We do have one more, so if you stay tuned, finish. Like I said, I showed you guys that we have another pied female. Who got the leopard yellowbelly? There was no leopard yellowbelly. Are you talking about the leopard spider? The leopard spider went to dragons and balls, and then second being Lindsay. Were you trying to bite your son on the last video?
What?
What? I don't remember that. If I would have known, I would have you pick a free ticket and send it to me. Yeah, we could have done that.
Actually, true.
Yeah.
Oh, getting a hide to bite him. Yeah, I try to get snakes to bite him all the time.
I get bit enough. It's just, it doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Yeah, John, how did that transit go with all the snakes? Everybody make it just fine? I can't get over the black pastel. I can't wait till she comes home. Yeah, she's sitting up there. She's been eating like a champ. Do you have an available list? Email us. Our emails are actually down in the description of this. Or if you click on any one of our videos, all of our social links are there. You can message us on Facebook, Instagram, pretty much like you name it, we have it. Message us on it, we'll send you the list. And then if you want more information, weights, pictures, stuff like that, we can give you that on all the available snakes. She's still just a tad shy. Yeah, I remember trying to get her to stick her head out, but it was weird when we first got her. She would just, she'd be like that for like 30 seconds, roam around, and then I just continued to hold her, and then she was perfectly fine being held until you pulled out a camera and tried to record her or take a picture or anything, and then she just became a ball. No idea what the whole thing was there. Jerry-rigged heat system did wonders for the trip, kept them calm the whole way, except for the orange stream. Was the orange stream just not having it, or what does that mean? Is the orange stream not happy? Oh, he's an escape artist. That's awful.
What kind of vehicle were you in, John?
He was in it was an extended cab, right? Truck, but big, full size truck.
So did you have him in the cab with you or in the back?
In the cab.
In the cab, and he got loose?
We feed live, Finish.
Yeah, all live. Where are you at, Finish?
I thought he said something about 4. I'm not positive.
F-150,
okay. There's always next time, George. We're going to be here next Tuesday, same time.
Well, Kentucky's a lot like Finland, right?
Anything with our blackhead gravel would be considered a world's first, but really Justin Kabilka hit a blackhead highway, but it didn't make it, so he hasn't claimed it, and pretty much if you ask him about it, he doesn't claim to talk about it. You really have to approach him about it.
Good night, Reagan. Say hi to your mom.
But we have a whole bunch where we kind of just threw a whole bunch of genes together, so if we hit something crazy, it's probably a world's first, but I haven't gone looking.
Later, Mike.
Got busting. Yeah. Was it like your son was like the alarm system, just letting you know whenever he got out, or did you just... Well, you had him in that tub, like tubs within tubs, right? Did he just get to the one, like the exterior?
Oops, I missed something.
Oh, it's all flying. Well, she opened up last night. Right now her head is poked out halfway sideways. It's kind of funny. We had a moment last night after holding her and ball for about an hour. She popped her head out. Hey, that's a start. Because with chipping and all, obviously she's got to get used to the area.
Good night,
but
Mike.
nice to see she's opening up.
Good night, John. Oh, you said good night to him. Never mind. Colder
right.
there, more like the desert heat for me. Yeah, I was joking. It's got to be like complete night and day between Kentucky and I don't know where you're from in Finland. But, yeah, completely different environment.
All right. See you, Mike Eck, and Hunter, too, if you're watching.
I guess.
How did he find his way out of... You had locks on the side. How did he find his way... What? Silicone finger was funny, then she went right back. She just went and smelled. She's like, nope. Which one are you holding? Is that Precious? Are you trying to decide whether or not that one goes in an auction?
No, these are the three Super Hypo.
Okay. We have a extremely pretty leopard gecko here, so as soon as we are confident that there are people who really want designer leopard geckos, then this one will go in there. But here, I know it's going to look orange, but it is, I mean it's going to look yellow, but this is really deep orange. Like, it's very much red.
What's
And
James Roberts talking about?
very, very pretty.
The most we ever paid for a snake? Let's just say between $1,000 and $2,000.
Yeah, the posted value started at
Bye, Trina.
$22.50.
Trina's leaving.
See you, Trina.
Vanta. Ta. Okay.
I actually saw a blackhead something. It looked like it had some banana slash coral in it. It was amazing. Looked like a blood python. Yeah, blackhead is just crazy. I'm glad we got it now before everybody's seeing that it does crazy stuff. But the blackhead highway that Justin made, just absolutely crazy pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Was the gecko's right in the middle of her back where she can't reach. Hey, what's going on, Martial Law? Just a busy day. He was working, and then I had school, and then during my open time where I would typically come and try and set all this up, my brother actually got into a car accident, totaled his car, so I had to go drive 45 minutes one direction to go pick him up, and then from that point I had to drive him an hour back to his house, and then his house is 45 minutes away from my house, so it kind of took up the entire free time. It's definitely been a lot of driving today.
Marshall's here. Hey, Marshall. You missed the whole thing.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
there was a pied, there was
A leopard spider,
yeah, female.
2 geckos.
And we're still betting that leopard spider is fire or vanilla. That's not like sales jargon. That's something we actually believe. But when we compared the genes of ones that have already been created, the difference in look is so minimal that you don't know if you just have a bright spider or if you have fire or vanilla in there.
Yeah, it was a good auction.
Man, I am hungry.
Dude, yes.
Yeah.
It's really food.
Chinese?
Oh,
Ice cream?
yes.
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 Yes. Are you doing calculations?
Yeah, of course. Gotta count the money.
Alright, sorry, I'm just so wiped. I was gonna take my free time to actually kinda nap today. Evil Mr. Monkey says we need to get Chinese food before we go get ice cream, because ice cream just fills in the cracks.
But you guys don't understand that we're trying to eat healthy.
Ice cream's healthy, we just don't get orange chicken.
I want orange chicken if we get Chinese food. I want spicy orange chicken.
Singapore, my fun.
James says now he wants ice cream.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to Baskin Robbins
all
because
do.
I have the palate of a 5-year-old.
I want a beer.
I get the most rainbow colored ice cream, and then I dump caramel on it, and then whipped cream cherry, and it looks like we just hit every color on the rainbow. We just threw it in ice cream.
Logan, here's what he has. He has
Oh, and bananas.
purple and green ice cream
With
over
blue, with
bananas with caramel sauce all over the top. It is the grossest thing you've ever seen.
But it's delicious.
So
You can vouch it's delicious.
Okay, the caramel's good. The rest of it is gross.
It's amazing.
Dairy Queen, you're a cheap date. I like that.
This guy used to work for Dairy Queen.
No?
No?
Never?
No?
No.
Oh, no, you were a Wiener Schnitzel. My bad.
Yeah.
It's just that Dairy Queen used to be a Wiener Schnitzel, so he points at the building.
Ice cream makes you thirsty?
The Dairy Queen on Magnolia
Peanut
used
butter
to be
party.
a Wiener Schnitzel way back
That
in the
sounds
day.
good.
Talk about an upgrade.
Unless it's in a float. Then you get your drink on at the same time.
Peanut butter party for me tonight, like straight up, just spoon in the jar.
No, that's the name of a flavor of ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you, John. I would eat all of it till I puked, and then I would eat the rest.
I thought you were gonna say that you would eat the.
Eat the puke?
Yeah, eat
Well,
the
it's
deep
kind of a toss-up. I might.
Wiener Schnitzel chili. Is it tomorrow or tonight that's the 57-cent? Or
Thanks today.
yeah,
know.
Winter Sizzle's doing a special for 57-cent hot dogs.
I'm so old. When I worked there, they were 15 cents each.
But that also includes chili dogs. You're not paying extra for that.
You gotta be right.
No, you could get a lunch for 50 cents.
I do not want a lunch that's 50 cents.
2 hot dogs and a drink
No, I don't want that lunch.
would have been, with tax, 48 cents.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Cookies and cream gel, spoon, knife.
Sloppy Joe's. What time should we be over? Are you cooking, Marshall?
I just remember when we were little, we used to buy those huge things that you'd see of like Rambo, sherbet. Yeah.
It's the gallon thing?
Yes.
What did I miss about the car show?
Wait, what?
Josette Taylor.
I missed a car. I missed the thing about.
Something on
Oh,
the car
she said
show.
wiener. It's probably going with the wiener stencil.
Oh, and then you do. Oh, they have car shows there.
See, here's the issue though: is we have a Baker's, and literally a block away there's a Carl's Jr., and then literally like 4 blocks away there's an In-N-Out. So it's like, Baker's has no chance.
Yeah. And besides, it sucks.
She's agreeing, and she likes she likes Baker's.
I love Baker's.
Chubby
Ours is
hubby.
awful.
Oh, I'll go with Creamstone. Or what is it?
I'm heading to Dairy Queen now. I hoped we made everybody
What's the name
go
of
out
that?
for
Cold
food.
Stone. I mean, Cold Stone Creamery.
Let's do
Popsicles. We're all going over to Marshall's house for
Oh,
whatever it was. Sloppy Joe's.
I can't imagine our Wiener Sisters having a
Oh, they
car
would have
show.
a
It's
car
not in a
show?
good spot for that.
Well, for here, Farmer Boys is a local fast food place, and they do all the car shows.
Is that local?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. My dad's our accountant.
Yeah.
I
Plus, Tuxies.
I thought he was like the accountant for one location. I thought
no,
it was.
No, he knows the family. They're all from Cyprus.
Oh,
Like, not like California Cyprus, like Cyprus.
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought that was everywhere.
James Roberts, are you talking about, do we have
Okay.
auctions on certain days?
If you're talking about auctions, then it's Tuesdays at 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. You'll see the live thing pop up beforehand. Oh, tell your dad happy birthday.
Every Tuesday, 5:30. Our time. We work at Highview Hardware, and we on Fridays once a month cooked steak, corn on the cob, and squash. Too bad
Oh, and
Kentucky's
ribs.
Too bad Kentucky's so far away. I'd come and see you.
I have to drive 20 miles to go get Dairy Queen. That's the only thing local in this. Wow. I don't even know what Bluebell is.
It's
Good?
yeah. It's like a mash.
Wait, Jack in the Box is SoCal?
All
Oh,
right.
that's-
I like Klondike bars too, but it would take like about 10 of them. Yeah, that's
No.
okay. We got the
Del
month
Taco's
thing.
SoCal.
But I get Del Taco all
Oh,
the
you know
time in
what?
other
We
states.
have one in Arizona, or 2.
Del-
Something like that.
You know, it's rude for you to talk all the time and not be on camera.
You know, I'm okay with that.
Alright, see you, James. Look forward to seeing you in the next one.
Bye. Taco Tuesday. We have fish taco Fridays too. Pretty good. Should we get
Yeah.
going so we can eat?
Yeah, I'm hungry. We're just making me more hungry. I didn't know that Jack in the Box and Del Taco were Southern California-based companies.
They're Western anyway.
What?
They're Western anyway.
What's this about San Clemente?
I think that's where he used to be. He said
Oh,
that he
yeah.
misses days here.
Oh, okay. I missed that.
God, I'm cold.
All right. Thanks for stopping in, Finish. We appreciate the bids.
Alright.
Bye, Fernie. Bye, Damien.
See you guys. I'm losing my mouse. There we go.